Yo guys, what is going on? Insanity coming back at you today with a full preview of what's to come in the 1.2 update in The Division. Ubisoft earlier today released the 1.2 conflict trailer showcasing the full in-depth look of what you can come to expect from this expansion, and all I have to say is holy crap, they are fully delivering on giving a full free content expansion to make sure that, you know what, this is just a taste of what's to come if you pick up our season pass. And I think it's a great way to end the free DLC season before the paid DLC season pass stuff starts kicking in. So kudos to them, but let's just go ahead and jump right into it. First things first, the incursion, right? Clear Sky is what it's called. It's been on top of the map for quite some time. I think ever since the 1.1 update in Falcon Lost ever was playable. They changed the name. It's now Clear Sky. And basically, the Rikers have moved in. They've taken over an abandoned LMB post, and they've got control of an anti-aircraft gun where they have total controls of the sky, and it's going to be an encounter-based incursion. Now, what the hell is that, you would say? Well, you got to look at it like this. Falcon Lost is one full incursion, so it's probably going to be 30, maybe even 45 waves, if it's wave-based whatsoever. It could be time checkpoints, we don't really know. All they said so far is after Encounter 1, there will be a checkpoint. And it may be a completely different style of incursion from what we had. And there may be multiple APCs you got to take down. There could be tons of named bosses. Who really knows? All I know is that you're going to be guaranteed 240 high-end gear from completing this thing on challenging. You can farm the crap out of this incursion, which is going to be absolutely insane to do. And I can't wait to go hands-on with Clear Sky. But that's just part number one. Alright guys, for part number 2 of the expansion, they are adding something completely brand new to the Division, and that is something called high value targets, where you're basically going to go and pay for a contract with target intel. We have no clue how you earn these points just yet, and you're going to pay, depending on the value of the target, you're probably going to get better loot. So with that being said, there's going to be a ton of brand new named bosses running around in the city of New York, just trying to wreak havoc and claim their own, or do whatever the hell they want to do. And it's your job to hunt them down and take whatever awesome loot they're carrying. Now, the next portion of this update is just that. The loot, the gear sets, the weapons, all the stuff that's being thrown into 1.2 is just absolutely insane. We're getting 4 new gear sets where it's all tailored to a specific playstyle. So if you like being an up-close, in-your-face shotgunner, if you like being a long-range sniper rifle, if you want to be just a dude that's kind of trying to run around and be solo and stay alive with some better health, or if you want to be that dude that can deal a shit ton of damage, you can do that based on these 4 new gear sets, and they're all called... what is it now? There's Hunter's Faith, Lone Star, Final Measure, and Predator's Mark. Not to mention, there's 4 brand new weapons being thrown into this thing. There's a new LMG, an M60, it's called the Hungry Hog. There's the new M1911 pistol, it's called the Centurion. There is the Saga shotgun, the Historian M1A. I'm not really sure the value of these weapons just yet, but they have to at least be 204 or higher. Not to mention, we're getting the Dark Zone section of 201 and higher. This thing is just packed with content. Now, for those of you who love to go run around in the Dark Zone hunting down, named bosses and whatnot, you're going to have a greater opportunity to do that thanks to the lovely new thing being dropped by these named bosses called Sealed Caches. Now, what in the world is a Sealed Cache? What can you get? What type of rewards do they hold? And that's exactly what I want to tell you right now. Every time you get a Sealed Cache, when a named enemy drops one, you're going to get stuff such as Dark Zone credits. You're going to get some gear set gear. You could possibly get a named high-end. There's so many things and different possibilities that you can get from the sealed caches. It's going to be really, really awesome. Now, here's the number one thing you need to keep in mind. Sealed caches don't work like supply drops. Sealed caches are still contaminated. They need to be extracted. So, with that said, this goes into the final portion of this update. For the first time ever in the Division, you have to watch while you're extracting. It's not just straight up, let's go ahead and put the stuff on the rope and haul ass far away, because it's not going to work anymore. Enemies around you can cut that rope, steal all the loot, and run off with your stuff. Now, here's the only thing about that's really intriguing is the fact that whoever cuts that rope, they're going rogue the moment they do it. So you automatically know whenever someone's going to try and do it because a rogue is instantly going to pop up on your map. But it's not about, oh, it's on the rope, I'm safe, I can go away, I have nothing to worry about. It's all about extracting your stuff, hanging out in the extraction zone, making sure no one else steals your stuff. Now, do you agree with me or do you disagree with me? This is by far one of the best free expansions when it comes to content that this type of game has ever received. This is a total big, just, I'm sorry update, in my opinion. They're giving so much stuff away, not to mention the possibilities for loot are going to be endless in how much stuff that you can try and find, all the new gear you have to hunt down. It's just going to be a hell of a lot of fun to be running through the Dark Zone once this thing goes live on May 24th. Anyways, guys, be sure to go ahead and drop a like if you enjoyed, sub if you're new, and I will catch you all in the Dark Zone again very, very soon. Peace out, guys.